I feel like if you saw this thumbnail and this title, you kind of already know what to expect here. So let's just get into it. Okay, real quick, do you guys enjoy these short curated videos where I just show you the unusual and the higher dollar items that I sell? Or would you like to see everything that I sold this entire week? I'm talking longer videos, like 20 or 30 minutes. Let me know. Not a huge profit here, but something I felt like I'd need to share. You guys ever seen one of these things? It's called a torpedo. I've only found them twice, this being the second time, and both times they sold really quick. It's basically a big chunk of rubber that you can throw underwater. It supposedly can go like 40 feet underwater. It's just basically a pool toy. Paid $2 for it at Goodwill, and it sold in about a week for $29.50. Like I said, not a huge profit, but they sell quick, especially during the summertime. And some of them, if they're sealed or if they're like a rare pattern, can go for even more. Kind of crazy. Don't believe me about the torpedoes? Well, here's another one. Paid $2 for this one from the same Goodwill. Actually found it about 3 days apart, and they actually both sold about 3 days apart. $2 on this one, sold for $29.75. So this is kind of a newer brand for me. These are Ultras, and I actually discovered this brand when my wife and I went to Fleet Feet to get fitted for our own shoes, and this is a brand that they suggested. Incidentally, that's also a good way to learn new brands. Go into higher end stores and look at higher end stuff, and you'll learn some higher end brands. But I picked these up while we were in West Virginia on vacation, paid $7 for them, and they sold overnight for $43. I've kind of stopped picking up Brooks shoes. They just seem to be, I don't know, oversaturated. They sell really slow for me unless they're brand new or they're the latest model or there's some kind of special edition. And that's the case here. This is the Stars and Stripes or 4th of July version of the Brooks Launch 3. And they're in really good condition too. They do almost look brand new. Paid about $7 for them. And they actually sold overnight for $49. I kind of priced them in the middle of comps. Like there were some for $30, some for $70. Maybe I priced them too cheap, but pretty good quick flip. You guys already know I move a lot of golf clubs in and out of this place, and I have never seen anything like this. It's called a Silk Touch putter. That's what it says on the little emblem down here. It looks like it's made of granite, but it's actually like a really light plastic material. So I have no idea. I tried to call the number on the label here, got no answer. Tried to Google it, couldn't find anything. So if you guys know anything about this putter, I'd be curious to know why somebody would want this. I could only find one comp on eBay, and it sold a long time ago, so I just kind of threw a price at it, but it sold for $49. I bought it in a bag of clubs, so I've maybe got $1 or $2 in it. But yeah, if you guys know anything about this or have ever seen one, let me know. The prehistoric dead bird lizard thingy strikes again. If you don't know, I'm talking about Arcturus. I love finding this stuff. It always sells quick, and it always sells for some decent money. Paid $3 for just this plaid button-down shirt at Salvation Army, and it sold for $50 on eBay. I don't claim to know anything at all about Pokemon, but when I saw this trainer box sitting in the bottom of one of those Amazon return store bins, I figured it'd be worth the $6. Turns out it was, but it's actually taken me a year to sell them. That place is actually closed down now. But I paid $6 for these. Turns out I priced them a little too high. Priced them at $74.50. Started going through inventory recently. Ran comps on these. Looked like they were selling for around $60 consistently. So I sent out offers to watchers, and once I did that, they actually sold within an hour for $60. Had them for a while, but $6 into $60, still not too bad. This is one of my favorite vintage clothing finds of all time. It's a vintage Greg Norman, like windbreaker, golf jacket type thingy, but it's got this crazy all over print on it. I'll put some pictures over here, but I've had it over a year. I picked it up at a garage sale, paid about $5 for it. And I definitely priced it too high. I priced it with my heart, not my head, because I thought it was so cool. I guess nobody else agreed with me, and it was time to get rid of it. So I sent out some offers, and it sold for $68 when I did that. Definitely a cool jacket. Somebody's gonna be lucky to have this thing. So this one kind of surprised me. This is an older set of TaylorMade 200 irons. It's the 3-through pitch and wedge. Saw them in a bag of clubs at Goodwill, and they wanted $18 for the whole bag. Figured I'd maybe get like $100 for these and $20 for the putter, $20 for the driver, that kind of thing. I was going to part them out. Brought these home and started listing them and looking up comps, and they were actually going for a little more than I thought. I listed them, and they actually sold overnight for $169. Got $18 into them. I paid $3 for these shoes from a thrift store, and they sold for $230 on eBay. But there's two things you need to know. One is, why did they sell for so much? Well, the reason is they're actually shell cordovan. If you don't know what shell cordovan is, it's kind of a high-end leather. It's a horse leather made from the parts of the hide of a horse.
What?
And one of the characteristics is that they don't crease. That's why it's so desirable. You can see on the toe area here where it bends, there's no creases. You can bend them all day long, and there won't be any of those little tiny creases like you see on a normal leather shoe. That's one way to identify this stuff too. Another way is to actually just look up the model number, put it into eBay, and it'll kind of tell you. Also, I've actually got $93 into these shoes. When I bought them, they were in rough shape, so I decided to take them to our local leather and shoe working shop. Brought them in, and the guy was super excited about them, really wanted to clean them up for me. But he also told me that the soles were in rough shape, and if I was going to sell them on eBay, I should go ahead and replace them. Well, all that polishing and sole replacement actually cost me 90 bucks. I've got $93 into these. Not what I wanted to spend, but he told me it'd be worth it and I'd be saving a great pair of shoes. So I took him up on it. Not only that, I got a great education from him. He told me all about shell cordovan and high-end shoes and different things. But brought them home, listed them, and they sold for 230 bucks on eBay. Could have got a little bit more, but they're a smaller size, a size 7, and I'm kind of happy to see them go after 3 months. So I haven't been showing you guys every single golf club that I've sold because that would definitely be kind of boring. But this is a brand that you need to know. These are Odyssey putters. Odyssey makes an awesome putter. And this is like the OG, and then this one is brand new. This is the Odyssey White Hot #1. They're up to like 3 or 4 now, and there's different pro models. And this one's actually got a Miller Lite logo on it. I don't know whether that helps or hurts the value. I would think it would actually reduce the buyer pool, but this one sold within a couple of days. And then this is a brand new putter. Still got the plastic on it. Picked both of them up from a garage sale. Paid $40 for this one. This was a different garage sale. Picked up a bag of clubs for I think 20 bucks. I maybe got $3 into it. This one sold for $59.50, and this one sold for $245. So be on the lookout for Odyssey putters. Even the older ones can be worth some decent money.